皆さんこんにちは。 TVGrooveの小西直です。本日は全米ナンバーワンボーイバンドバックストリートボーイズの皆さんをお迎えしました。Welcome back to Japan。 皆さん今回が2013年から5年ぶりの来日になるんですけれどもいかがですか？
It's always awesome. We love it here. We love the food, we love the culture, we love the fans. And we cannot wait to be back here with the brand new DNA World Tour.
Well, nice welcome yesterday from the fans at the airport. It's always a nice welcome.
Yes. ありがとう。
ツアーの話がちょっと出たんですけど、こちらは後から聞かせていただきたいと思います。まずは昨年25周年を迎えたことをお聞きしたいんですけれども、もう人生の半分以上バックストリートボーイズをやられているということで、今改めてバンドについてどういった思いを抱えていますか？
I mean, we're proud. We're definitely proud to still be here after 25 years. It's a big feat, you know. It's kind of unheard of in this business to be in a pop band and to kind of last this long. So, but when you do, you know, wait around and you stay strong, you know, great things come to those who wait. And now there's this big resurgence in the 90s, kind of all coming back again, and you know, Grammy nominations, a new album, 10th album coming out, a sold out tour, almost sold out tour. So, you know, we're really proud to be here after 25 years.
I think it's also a testament to the fans and to our music. You know, we've always been about quality and not necessarily the quantity. And we take our time. We want our music to resonate with us first, and then that's when we share it with the world. So I think it's a lot to do with the fans, a lot to do with the music, it's a lot to do with the passion and the love of music that we have. We're competitors. We want to be around for another 25 years, hopefully. So yeah.
すごい今時間をかけるっていうお話をされたんですけど、今回 DNA アルバムということがまずプロモーションの目的になっているかと思うんですが、ここまで5年半という月日を前作からかけた理由っていうのは何かあるんでしょうか？
Well, Howie was busy.
It's all Howie's fault.
I'm just playing.
We always never try to put a time limit on when we're going to make a record. You know, it's always for us getting in the studio, trying to set the bar to the next level, and you know, just letting it happen organically, like going in the studio and experimenting. I kind of joke and say that this album started about 3 years ago. When we got in the studio, and I think I actually credit Nick. I think was initially kind of like spearheading the idea of going in the pop dance direction, because at the time it was like we were all really digging what was on the radio, and then little by little we you know, just started recording a lot of songs. And then we got together with our new label, with some people that we worked in the past from Jive Records, which is now RCA Records. They came to the table and really started bringing us some new songs and some great material. And then organically, we caught up with the guys from FGL, and they asked us to sing a song with them called God, Your Mama, and Me, which we got which is totally in the country lane. We got a lot of love from the country world. Radio and the award shows. We won a CMT award with that record. And so we actually at that point started kind of changing the lane and almost kind of going into the country direction and really contemplating the idea of making a country record. But then as we were making the songs, I think we always kept on coming back to our roots, which is pop, R&B, a little bit of dance. So at that point we just said, why don't we put it all on the record? You know, I think Backstreet Boys, that's what's great about us, is that every record has had a little bit of a different taste for everybody. We've always had a little bit of pop, we've always had a little bit of R&B, a little bit of songs that lead in the country rock world. So the album, like I say, organically came together, especially in the last quarter here. The last year here, we really started getting some great material. Don't Go Breaking My Heart, Chances, a lot of the songs that came to the table that I'm glad we waited until we did, because like I say, 2 years ago or 3 years ago, it would have been a totally different record than what it is right now. I think the cream really rose to the top, and we're very proud of it.
今お話にあった通り、先行シングルとして出されている2つの曲はそれぞれダンスを主にしていたりとかボーカルを主にしていたりとかなりテイストが違うなっていうのも私は 感じたところだったんですが、この曲をまず先行シングルとして選んだ理由っていうのは何かあるんですか？
I think those two songs in particular, Chances and Don't Go Breaking My Heart, really kind of show the kind of sonic sound of what the DNA album really is going to sound like, as well as kind of shows really both ends of the spectrum of what makes the DNA of the Backstreet Boys. We have more of a, you know, even though it's kind of a dance, but like more raw production on Chances, and then you have Don't Go Breaking My Heart, which is just a straight dance record. We also have a new song that's out right now, also called No Place, which is even more stripped down, almost like a As Long As You Love Me, I Want It That Way type of a sound. So I think those three songs really do show the true DNA of what makes up the Backstreet Boys.
大丈夫ですか？
She's saying, are you okay?
She said, "Are you okay?"
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
Just love AJ's answers.
Thank you.
ダンスについてぜひ聞かせていただきたいんですが、やっぱり大変でしたかね。
Kevin, you want to tell us about that?
Yeah, tell us about that, buddy.
4 hours.
That's the limit.
We got 12 minutes.
It's not really difficult. I mean, we like to move. We never really stopped moving in our shows. We've always had a dance element in our shows. So, I mean, the only time it gets difficult is when we're learning new things, and if you're in a dance rehearsal for over 4 or 5 hours, you know, we're not 24 and 18 and 19 and 15 anymore, 13. So that's the only time. And when we perform live on stage and we're getting the feedback and the energy from the audience, it feels like it's 1997 again for us. It's only after the show
Yeah.
where we feel a little sore, a little stiff, but it keeps us young. A body in motion stays in motion, so we're gonna stay in motion.
Also, too, I mean, like, this is what the fans want right now. I mean, this is the time. I mean, everyone's reliving those 90s, the 90s all over again, and these songs that we had done during that time, we danced a lot. We're performers, so you know, there's a lot of facets to the Backstreet Boys, and that's just one of them.
It would be disappointing to come to a show and not see the dance moves of the videos. You know, of people that learned it themselves in their dining rooms or in their bedrooms, watching old videos. So it's nice to make that come to life, you know, on tour each and every night.
今年は DNA ツアーを控えているということで、ラスベガスでずっとレジデンシーをやられているかと思うんですが、一体どういった違いになるでしょうか？
Oh, it's completely
It's gonna be a brand new
Night
show.
and day.
Yeah, we're actually right now in production process of putting it all together. We're working with some great dancers that we've worked with in the past that are now pretty much the producers, putting the show together. Richmond and Tone Talladega, and they actually directed Don't Go Breaking My Heart. And so it's like family. We're back together with our core group of guys that helped us with some of the early shows like Millennium and Black and Blue. And they've come to the table. They've grown to now, like I said, they're producing artist shows, and they work with Madonna and Chris Brown. And we're blessed to have them in our lives. And they're putting on a great show together. We're actually just right now, just a couple of days ago, had meetings that were going over the set list, set designs, just the theme of the show and everything. So I think we're gonna have a really big show for you guys.
The actual differences, I think, would be touching on specifics. Would be Las Vegas is more of the greatest hits, like Chapter 1, that you would see from Backstreet Boys, from Backstreet Boys, the original album, and Millennium and Black and Blue, and then what was it, Never Gone. Those are the songs that we kind of focus on in Las Vegas. But with this, the DNA tour is really going to be from start to where the Backstreet Boys are headed in the future. So we've got, I think, about an hour and 50 minutes of set time and you're going to see some of the famous dance moves, but you're going to see 4 or 5 new records that are on the DNA album as well, and all the way back to the very, very first original Backstreet Boys record. So it'll be a journey all in itself.
すごく楽しみになるんですけど、いつ頃になるかとかっていうのはまだまだ聞けない感じですか？
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Next Tuesday, we'll be back.
We're talking about dates now. We
Yeah.
want to get out here as soon as possible. Right now, we're starting off the tour in Europe in May, and then coming to the States after that. And ideally, we'd love to get here before the end of the year. But we're, like I said, we're planning on some dates, but we'll definitely be here soon.
すごくじゃあ皆さんこれをご覧になっている方も心待ちにしていてください。あとは新曲のノープレイスについてお聞かせ願いたいんですが、こちらのミュージックビデオにはなんと皆さんの家族が出ていらっしゃるということで、ぜひ撮影の裏話をお聞かせください。
That song is very personal to us. The lyrics are kind of autobiographical to our lives, traveling around the world and going all over the place and working really hard, but whatever happens in our daily jobs, or even, someone that has a regular job could relate to it, that has to travel around the world, whether it's a salesman or an executive or whatever. But having a rich home life, family life, great, strong family and wives behind us, we feel like that no matter what happens in our work life, that we have wonderful home lives that support us and sustain us and make us what we are and make us happy and bring happiness to us. And so with the video, we thought it'd be cool to include our families and show the fans our families and a little bit of our home lives. So, yeah.
最初に曲を聴いた時に思ったのが、25周年、25年経った今だからこそすごく響いてくる曲だなというふうにまず感じました。で、ミュージックビデオを見た時は、これだけ近い距離でロマンチックなことを言われたらどんな気持ちになるんだろうということを考えたりもしました。
That's funny. Yeah, a lot of people are actually saying that it's showing a side of us that they don't necessarily get to see. And I think that it's cool because I think our fan base is growing up with us as well, and they're going through that phase in their life. So in a way, they can empathize with us and relate to us, and know that we're normal just like they are. So kind of like touching on what you're saying, it is a personal experience. Visually through a music video.
It's interesting, like Nick said, that our fans are going through a lot of these things. They're having kids now, and we just actually all received yesterday a video that the fans have made together, where they made their own version of No Place Like Me, which was cool. Awesome. Seeing them putting in their families into it and their significant others. It's cool. We're all on the same journey together.
すごく心温まるお話を聞かせていただきました。ぜひぜひ今後もバックストリートボーイズ注目していきたいと思います。それでは最後にこちらのカメラに向かってファンに対するメッセージをお願いします。
TVGroove.
Hi. Wait. 1, 2, 3.
Hi, we're the Backstreet Boys.
You're watching
TVGroove.
What's
See you
up?
guys soon on tour.
Nice to meet you, our fans.
ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。バックストリートボーイズの皆さんでした。